My child, can you feel it? That sacred trembling beneath your spirit. The shift happening deep within. A stirring in the quiet places you thought had fallen forever silent. There is something holy moving beneath the surface now. Something unshakable. Something divine. This is not the echo of yesterday's sorrow. This is the sound of a new beginning. Authored by my hand. Even now, you've looked back and seen chapters soaked in grief. Pages torn by disappointment. Moments interrupted by betrayal, heartbreak, and loss. And you've wondered, was that the final word? Listen to me. No, hear me with your spirit. That was never the end. That was the soil. And in that soil, I am planting a new story. One that grows from your pain into my purpose. Not later. Not when you've got it all together. Now, here, in the very ruins you thought marked the end. I'm resurrecting dreams you buried. I'm painting color across the gray landscapes of your soul. I'm breaking the silence with a voice that carries hope. You've been through battles. Yes, the scars are real, but they are not proof of failure. They are proof you survived. You stayed. You believed when belief felt ridiculous. You hoped when hope seemed threadbare. And even then, you remained connected to me. And that, my child, is why I am not patching up your old story. I'm writing something entirely new. Something unprecedented, unimaginable, and undeniably divine. This story will redeem what you thought was lost. It will carry the fingerprints of my glory in every line. The sorrow you endured? It will finally make sense in the light of what I am about to reveal. Don't fear the blank pages ahead. They aren't empty because you failed. They're open because I'm about to write my finest work. Your story is not defined by your wounds, but by my healing. Not by your regrets, but by my redemption. Not by your striving, but by my strength. The ashes will give rise to beauty. The broken will testify to my goodness. This is not the finale. This is the holy beginning. Step out of the ruins. Refuse to replay the old pain. Refuse to set up camp around regret. I am the author of your life, and I know how to weave even the darkest threads into a tapestry of brilliance. You are not your failure. You are not too late. You are not forgotten. You are mine. You are deeply loved. You are walking into a chapter, written in grace, sealed with promise, and soaked in victory. So come, step forward. Let me write the rest. You believed those doors had sealed forever, but this unfolding isn't the result of your striving. It is the fruit of your trusting. Beloved child, I am still writing your story, and the most radiant chapters are yet to be unveiled. Trust me with the pen. Trust me with the process. Trust me with the pace. You are not lagging behind. You are not disqualified. You stand precisely where you must be. For the unveiling I am preparing. Take my hand. I am leading you into a Genesis far more glorious than anything you've imagined. Your future is not tethered to your past. It is anchored in my promises, and I will be faithful to complete every sacred work I've begun in you. I know there were seasons where the weight of sorrow eclipsed your strength, when pain seemed permanent, when fractures felt final, when your soul carried more questions than answers. I saw you there, in the dim corners where hope flickered faint. I heard your wordless cries and caught every tear, each one a holy seed falling into the soil of your becoming. Not a single drop was wasted, not a single ache unseen, not a single moment meaningless. Pain was never my desire for you, but in a world splintered by brokenness, pain visits every soul. Yet I do not allow it to pass through your life without weaving purpose from its threads. What was meant to shatter you, I am using to shape you. What sought to break you has built a sanctuary of strength within. Your suffering was not punishment. It was preparation, not a mark of my absence, but evidence of my hand, crafting you from the inside out. Only through the breaking could compassion deepen, wisdom emerge, and anointing rise. Endurance summoned strength. Fear birthed courage. Blindness deepened faith. I didn't send the storm, but I held you in it. I didn't cause the heartbreak, but I was the steady whisper in your ruin. I was closer than breath, gathering every fractured piece. With tenderness the world cannot comprehend. You've asked me why the doors closed, why prayers felt unanswered, why dreams crumbled or were delayed. Listen, child, some doors were too narrow for the expanse of your calling. Some prayers seemed to echo unanswered, because I was scripting something far better than what you knew to request. Some dreams had to be dismantled, their foundations too fragile to sustain the weight of my glory. You thought the pain was a detour, but it was a doorway into deeper communion, into revelation only discovered through ruin. Pain drove you to prayers you'd have never uttered. It hollowed out caverns that now brim with living water. It stripped away the temporary so the eternal could take root. Every tear, a droplet watering destiny. Every ache, a cultivator of purpose. Every question, a setup for greater revelation. You were being forged, expanded, refined, your heart stretched wide, to bear others' burdens, to intercede with fire, to lead from the authenticity of your scars. The wounds where you bled will be wells where others find healing. The battles that nearly crushed you will be trumpets of deliverance. Your voice will echo not from theory, but from the depths of resurrection. You've tasted loss. Now you carry the fragrance of hope. This, beloved, is the beauty I draw from ashes. If you could glimpse what I see, you'd bless the breaking. You'd thank me for the nights when only a whisper of faith remained. Those were the sacred nights, your roots dug deep, when eternity etched itself into your marrow, when I laid foundations strong enough for the mantle now descending upon you. You were not being buried. You were being planted, not forgotten, but hidden, shielded, preserved, prepared. Yes, tender wounds remain. Yes, questions still linger. But trust, what I've allowed, I will redeem. And the story I'm scripting is more luminous, more expansive, more wondrous than your pain ever imagined. Nothing is wasted, no loss in vain. Every scar, every tear, every silence is being woven into a tapestry that will blaze with my glory. You are stronger now, wiser, softer, and bolder all at once. The pain tried to define you, but it has only refined you. Now you rise, not despite the pain, but because of what I birthed through it. Release the bitterness, lay down the regret, renounce the lie that I ever left. I was always there. I am still here, and I am leading you into a horizon drenched with hope. Even your deepest sorrows will serve a purpose beyond imagination. Trust me with what still aches. Trust me to breathe life where you see none. Trust me to use your scars for a glory that will resound through eternity. You are not your pain. You are my beloved. You are not marked by defeat. You are marked by resurrection. This, child, is truth. What the enemy wielded for evil, I am repurposing for eternal good. Your pain is becoming your platform. Your song, no longer sorrow, but triumph. The long night is breaking. I have washed your faithful silence, your worship in waiting, every tear stored, every whispered prayer held. And now, morning breaks. The season you barely dared to hope for is here. It is rising. Even now, I am moving. What was hidden will be seen. What was buried will burst forth. What seemed delayed will accelerate. You have asked, did it matter? Yes, child. Every small act of faith has been recorded in heaven, and I am the God who rewards those who seek me in secret. Your labor was never in vain. Your belief never wasted. Your waiting never lost. Look for the signs, the shift in the wind, the soft creak of opening doors, the favor in unlikely places. New alignments are coming. Quiet at first, like the first raindrop before the downpour. Long-buried conversations will reawaken. Dormant dreams will stretch and stir. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. The season of fulfillment is near. There will also be pruning, but not to punish, to make room, to bear fruit more abundantly. Let go with peace. Release with blessing. I know what must remain. I know what must end. Trust the shaking. It is my hand, making space for your expansion. And watch. What once moved slowly will now gain speed. What was stuck will break open. What took years will now bloom in moments. Not by your effort, but by my design. I have been aligning people, places, provision, and time, while you trusted in the stillness. Now the veil is lifting. The puzzle pieces align. Anticipate uncommon favor. Expect divine orchestration. Anticipate answers to silenced prayers, the ones you stopped voicing but never stopped feeling. Expect confirmations so precise, you'll know they bear my signature. You will walk through doors you never knocked on. You will receive invitations you did not arrange. You will wield influence beyond what effort could secure. But when the signs begin to manifest, remain grounded in me. Do not be intoxicated by the blessing. Be anchored to the blesser. Fix your gaze not on the miracles, but on the miracle worker. Keep your heart tender, not entitled. The signs reveal my goodness, not your greatness. They are summons to intimacy, not permission for independence. This is not a reward for flawless conduct, but the unfolding of a promise kept to a heart that dared to believe. Even when it bled, even when it broke, even when it was barren, a new chapter is being unveiled, pinned by my own hand. A chapter of redemption, restoration, and divine recompense. You will witness my hand move in your family. You will witness my hand in your finances, in your dreams, in your destiny. But most powerfully, you will feel my hand within your heart, healing, refining, and empowering you to carry more than you imagined. The signs are already blooming. Search for them with expectation, not fear. Embrace them with humility, not hesitation. Rejoice over every whisper of glory, no matter how small. Every tiny beginning is a gate to immeasurable increase. You have waited well. You have trusted deeply. Now, you will see what happens when faith meets my faithfulness. The delay is done. The time of fulfillment is now. Lift your head. Open your spirit. Prepare to step into visible manifestations of what your soul has carried in secret. This is not the ending. It is the genesis of a narrative I've written in eternity. As the promises unfold, do not abandon the posture that sustained you. As doors open, as signs multiply, as seasons turn, let your daily dependence deepen. Walk by faith, not by sight alone. Move forward not by the weight of understanding, but by the anchor of my voice. Begin each day with me. Before metrics, before meetings, before movement, pause and pursue my presence. In my presence, you'll find clarity, peace, wisdom. You'll learn which doors are divine and which are distractions. Not every opportunity is my doing. Intimacy with me is your shield from subtle deception. Build your life around my whisper. Let my word be the anthem of your mornings, the meditation of your nights. When my word lives in you, it becomes your compass, your courage, your constant. When I nudge, respond. When I whisper, obey. Each small step becomes the foundation of massive breakthrough. Obedience is not a chain. It is the rhythm of alignment. You don't need the full map to say yes. You just need to trust the one holding the pen. Stay low. Stay teachable. Favor may open doors, but humility keeps you standing inside them. Success will test your heart more than struggle. Guard it from pride. Every gift is from my hand. So walk softly, even when I lift you high. Serve joyfully. Love fiercely. Give freely. The blessings I pour out are not meant to pull. They are meant to flow through you. Stay tender in the busyness of new blessings. Guard your sensitivity to my spirit. Keep worship at the center. Worship is not a song, it's a stance. It is choosing to exalt me above results, to magnify me above pressures, to praise me before the proof arrives. Protect your peace. The enemy cannot halt what I have ordained, so he will try to distract, confuse, and drain you. Anchor yourself in my promises. When fear knocks, answer with faith. When anxiety whispers, counter with truth. Peace is not passive. It is your spiritual weapon. Be wise with your circles. Not every voice deserves access to your inner space. Some will stir your faith. Others will suffocate it. Discern who is assigned to this next chapter. Build with those who challenge you. Pray with you, call you upward. Let go of what I am pruning. Release with love, embrace with wisdom. Rest in my sufficiency. I will stretch your faith intentionally. I will invite you into places beyond your comfort by design. But you were never meant to carry the weight alone. I am your strength. I am your source. I am your compass. Celebrate every small victory. Rejoice in the first fruits as deeply as in the harvest. Gratitude keeps your heart whole. Thank me for open doors. And thank me for the refinement of waiting. Your scars do not disqualify you. They qualify you. They are evidence of resilience, of faith forged in fire. I use wounded healers. I call the unlikely. I raise up the weary and dress them in strength. Stop waiting to feel ready. You are ready because I am with you. You are equipped because my spirit is within you. You are strong because my power is perfected in weakness. Let go of shame. Release regret. Silence fear. You are not who your failures claimed. You are not who fear forecasted. You are who I declared you to be from the start. You are my masterpiece, crafted with care, chosen with joy, marked with purpose, named beloved, redeemed, victorious. I am stripping off false labels. I am restoring your true identity. You are not a mistake. You are a testimony in motion. Stop defining yourself by pain. Start seeing yourself through the lens of redemption. Live not beneath your story, but above it, seated with me. I am not offering temporary relief. I'm initiating eternal renewal. You will be known not by what you survived, but by who sustained you. You are mine. You are enough. You are ready. Now walk in it. The full picture has yet to unfold, but already you are posturing your heart to receive the more. Gratitude is your shield. It guards against the dulling fog of entitlement. It sharpens your vision, fixing your eyes on the giver, not merely the gifts. Even the waiting rooms transform into sanctuaries of worship when gratitude reigns. Tread lightly. Walk humbly. Success will tempt your heart with illusions of self-sufficiency, but humility anchors you in grace. Every good thing, every unlocked door, every battle won, every dream realized, is not a testament to your strength, but a living memorial of my faithfulness. Stay small in your own eyes, even as I elevate you. Serve when you are celebrated. Love when you are misread. Give even in abundance. My favor rests most safely in the hands of the humble. Stay tender to my spirit. There will be times I lead you into uncharted places. Moments I nudge you to speak where silence feels safer. Times I ask you to wait when your soul itches to move. Sensitivity to my whisper is not born of emotion, but of quick obedience. Obey swiftly, even without full clarity. For while you see only a few steps, I see the entire horizon. Expect resistance, but fear not. Every elevation brings new warfare, but you are not unarmed. You wield the sword of the Spirit, carry the shield of faith, walk cloaked in the blood of the Lamb, and stand in the authority of my name. When fear roars, proclaim my word louder. When worry creeps in, raise a louder song of worship. I have gone before you, securing victories still unseen. Rest is not retreat, it is revelation. Move when I say move. Rest when I say rest. You were never called to burn out, but to burn bright. Rest is not surrender to weakness. It is alignment with wisdom. It is the heart's confession that I am God and you are not. Sabbath is not merely for the weary. It is the rhythm of the wise. Pursue me, not just my promises. Dreams are beautiful, victories radiant. But without me, they ring hollow. Let me be your first pursuit. Make my presence your dwelling place. When you seek my kingdom first, all else will follow. But I will always be your greatest treasure. Now hear this clearly. The shift you've long awaited isn't on its way. It has arrived. You are no longer standing in the hallway of delay. You are stepping over the threshold of fulfillment. The quiet seasons, though veiled in pain, were not wasted. They were sacred, forging resilience and deep dependence on me. That fire-tested faith, That hope anchored in invisible promises is exactly what the open doors now require. Watch for the suddenly. What felt immovable will now stir. What looked lifeless will pulse again. Opportunities will arise from barren places. Obstacles will dissolve into pathways. What was delayed will now accelerate. Expect divine speed where natural timing once ruled. Favor will wrap around you like a shield. Doors you didn't knock on will swing wide. These are not accidents. They are my fingerprints woven into your story. Heaven has seen you. Every unnoticed act of faithfulness, every tear-soaked worship, every silent trust has been counted, measured, honored. Now comes the reward, not earned by striving, but received by grace. This is harvest, not of your perfection, but of my promise kept. Realignment is here. Some pieces that once fit will now fall away. Some dreams will be reshaped. Some relationships will shift. Do not mourn what I move. Trust the pruning. It makes space for fruit unseen. I am sending voices that pour life. Companions who will run beside you. Partners aligned with your calling. Courage will rise. Not pride, but holy confidence. You'll step into rooms you once feared. Speak in spaces that once silenced you. Carry authority you once believed was for others. Not by your might, but by my spirit upon you. Your voice will echo with weight. Your prayers will rattle atmospheres. Your presence will shift rooms. Not because of who you are, but because of who you carry. Silence the accuser. When fear says, you're not enough, declare, I am sent. You are not moving in your own strength, but by my assignment. The doors I open, no one can shut. The territory I give, no enemy can claim. Every step, I am with you. Every word, I am guiding. Every battle, I am fighting. Get ready for testimonies. Prayers you forgot will be answered. Blessings will come in surprising packages. Not what you imagined, but better than you dreamed. Trust my creativity. Trust my divine choreography. You are walking not only into personal promise, but into generational legacy. What you birth now is not just for you. Your obedience lays a foundation for those who will come after. Your breakthrough carries inheritance. Stay low in worship. Stay rooted in truth. Stay pliable in my hands. I am doing a new thing. Can you not feel it? It springs up even now. Rivers are flowing where deserts reigned. Fruit is budding where barrenness ruled. Dead dreams are rising with renewed vision. Lift your eyes. The season of mourning is passing. The time for dancing has come. Shake off old grief. Release yesterday's weight. Look up. The King of Glory is moving on your behalf. And this time, you won't have to prove you belong. You will simply walk in and watch me fulfill every word I've spoken. This is your time. This is your moment. This is the beginning of the greater I promised. And one last thing, my child. Still your spirit. I'm not far off. I'm not hiding. I'm here, closer than breath, surrounding you, drawing near to the aching places. This is not performance. This is encounter. Lay it all down. You were never meant to carry this alone. My beloved, be vulnerable, be real. For it is not in your might, but in your yielding that my spirit flows with unstoppable force. Let me touch the hidden bruises, the places you've numbed with disappointment. Let me breathe life back into the dreams you buried too soon. I have not come to condemn you for your battles. I have come to heal you from them. I do not demand flawlessness. I perfect what is surrendered. You don't need to repair yourself to draw near. It is in nearness that true metamorphosis unfolds. Feel my presence upon you now. Sense shame dissolving, regret uncoiling, love cascading like a river over every parched and aching part of your soul. I am not a distant judge, poised to critique your wounds. I am your ever-faithful Father, running toward you, wrapping you in robes of righteousness, placing authority in your hands, and declaring over your life, you are home. You are whole. You are mine. You've lived under the illusion that freedom must be earned, that transformation requires striving. But where my spirit is, there is liberty. Liberation from voices that told you you're not enough. Freedom from the chains of fear and the lies that tried to strip you of promise. Let me rewire your heart. Let me rewrite the script that kept you small. You are not the sum of your failures or the detours you took. I define you, and I call you beloved, restored, radiant with power. The same spirit that resurrected Jesus now lives in you, reviving dead spaces, kindling strength in the ruins of weakness, awakening hope where despair once reigned. Breathe deeply, beloved. Inhale my grace. Exhale your striving. Inhale truth. Exhale the lies. Inhale peace. Exhale anxiety. You are safe here. You are held here. You are being made new here. This is not a fleeting reprieve. This is the genesis of enduring transformation. Transformation is not changing into someone else. It is the sacred unveiling of who you truly are in me. It is the peeling away of wounds and falsehoods until the brilliance I planted in you emerges, unhindered and unashamed. You are my child, clothed in strength, crowned with divine intention, overflowing with power. Let me saturate every dry and cracked place within. Let my joy reinforce your core. Let my peace stand guard over your heart. Let my presence be your abiding place. You were not designed for endless cycles of shame and struggle. You were created to move in the unforced rhythms of my love, to dance in the cadence of my spirit, infusing life into each step you take. From this encounter, you will emerge lighter, freer, and ignited. You will carry my presence into every atmosphere, shifting spaces with the authority of heaven. Linger here. Don't rush this. Let the healing seep deep. Let the love fill every hollow. Let truth anchor you beyond the reach of yesterday's fears. I am not hurried. I am not impatient. I am the potter, you are the clay, and what I am sculpting is holy, enduring, and breathtaking. This is the encounter that rewrites everything, not because you perform better, but because you finally believe you are profoundly loved. Not because you've earned more, but because you are now living from the favor that's always been yours. Not because you fight harder, but because you now fight from victory, not for it. So rise, my child. Rise in the freshness of this newness. Rise in freedom. Rise in holy confidence. Rise, knowing the breath of the living God stirs within you. The old has dissolved. The new is springing up. And this is just the threshold of a glory-filled life. You stand now on the edge of something sacred, not recycled, but divinely original. I am writing a brand new beginning with my own hand. This is not a continuation of the past. It is a launching into promise, into destiny sealed by my covenant love. Do not look back. Do not measure the future by the shadows of what was. I am not using your past as a blueprint. I am using my plans, my voice, my eternal promises. Look up. Look ahead. The best is not behind you. It is yet to be revealed, not through effort, but through my sovereign grace. Walk boldly. Walk freely. Walk with the unwavering assurance that you are chosen, held, and equipped. I have gone ahead of you. I have fortified your soul. I have readied your hands for the victories to come. This is not your end. It is your divine unveiling. A testimony authored by heaven alone. You are stepping into newness now, not later, not one day, now. And I rejoice over every step you take into what I have intricately prepared. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your sacred beginning, sealed by my love, secured by my hand, and destined for glory. But before you leave this sacred space, let this word you've received become a seed you sow into others. Speak it, share it, release it. For many stand on the cusp of their breakthrough, waiting for a spark of hope to awaken what lies dormant within. As you give what you've received, I will multiply it, in their lives and in yours. Stay tethered to my heart. Listen closely. Together, we are crafting a legacy that will echo into eternity.